What's good, YouTube? We back up in here with another video, another reaction with QK Dynasty. What we got? What we reacting to?
If I butcher this, please don't talk junk. I believe it's the Woos versus the Choos or Choos. I don't know.
I think it's Choos.
What we gonna go with that? Battle for Brooklyn. I have no clue what
I
it's
don't
about.
know if that's a group or that's
I guess we about to find out.
a
I have
person.
no clue.
I don't have no clue.
I mean, it has to be more than one person because it got the S's on the end.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah, I have no clue what it's about.
Let's go ahead and start this
I'm not
video.
that into
No beating around the bush, baby.
Rap that drill shit, don't need drill shit, He said he spit through the floors. I don't know where they
They
spit
rapping?
it.
He invented all that. 6K, all that. 6K toast, they don't want to vet it down.
There's gotta be
Takedown of
games.
accused gang members in Brooklyn.
There we
Yeah.
go.
21 arrests in what's been called a reign of
God,
terror that left 2 people dead and 4 others hurt.
The two street gangs that I'm referring to in this case are called Woo and Cho. They're actually
Cho.
umbrella groups. Each consists of a number of other loosely affiliated gangs that work together. They come together basically to fight each
This
other.
in the red relationship.
We're gonna talk about the Brooklyn
So
Choos.
like another form of Bloods and Crips.
Everybody knows the Woo
Must
because of
be.
Pop Smoke and the rise of Fabio Foreign, who's been on Double XL. To fans, the Woo is a rap collective, but in Brooklyn, it's one half of this brutal war for territory that's been going on between the Woos and the Choos. And this has been escalating so much that 2 weeks before Pop Smoke was killed, NYPD took down 34 Woo and Cho members in Brooklyn after following them for 2 years and building a case. They cleaned house. Now, when
Oh,
Pop Smoke
that's
and
some
Fabio,
sisters in
the
there.
Woos managed to take control of the music scene in New York. The brand was getting worldwide recognition. A lot of the A&Rs at the labels from Brooklyn had direct ties to the Woo, and it got to the point that even the biggest Cho rappers, when they were invited to radio stations, were forced to rap over Woo beats.
Brooklyn, we in Brooklyn.
I see y'all flex playing.
Oh!
Don't we run this shit though? Big GD shit, what? But with Pop Smoke's murder, the playing field evens out. The Choos are getting more and more disrespectful as they grow in numbers. You got people like Coach the Ghost, who's Pop Smoke's direct rival, signing to Gucci Mane immediately after Pop Smoke was killed, releasing diss tracks poking fun at his death, with Woo rappers sending shots back at him, burning Cho flags and fitteds in their music videos, basically as a declaration of war.
So who's the blue?
All this has made for a violent year in New York, with the last couple months
Choos is
escalating
blue.
during the pandemic. Shootings doubled and murders are up by 50%. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's. Now, if you want to rap in New York, you got to attach yourself to one of the larger movements that's going on in the city. That's either Woo or Cho, and they do not get along. It's
You
two
gotta
umbrella
pick
groups
one.
with different sets from different gangs in them, and they've been at war for several years now. Lots of viral videos of people getting run up on, shootings in traffic, stabbings, and of course, diss tracks over drill beats. Only in New York can you have Fabio Foreign, a Crip, surrounded by Bloods, yelling GDK in a music video.
Fabio, they don't know if they started with yoga retarded, we still in that gang shit. And you know that's one thing we don't fight with your GDK if you fully a brain split.
Now the Woos heavily outnumber the Choos in Brooklyn, and
Smoke.
it's all happening in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a big borough, it's got a lot of different neighborhoods with different factions controlling them. For example, Canarsie, that's the Floss, that's where Pop Smoke is from. Big Crip Zone. Bed-Stuy, that's Blood territory. Flatbush, that's a whole mixture. It's got Crips, Bloods, and Gangster Disciples. And the Gangster Disciples are basically against everybody.
Take over territory.
Say they against everybody.
We got a lot of drama with it, right? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like people took that turn and utilized it in their own way. So police are big off. I never heard of this shit before, you know, bro?
They're small in numbers, they stick together. Essentially, they make up like 90% of the Cho movement, with a sprinkle of Crips and Bloods in there. See, gang affiliation really doesn't mean anything in New York, because the Woos are made up of Bloods and Crips, and their main beef is basically against GDs.
So they working
Okay.
together. Okay.
Top 9, Dodge World.
shooting everything, spitting.
So basically, the Blood and Crip gotta choose which
The
one they
Ebbets
want
Field
to be on.
Apartments in Brooklyn is like the stronghold for the
I guess
GDs.
that's what it
It's been
is.
controlled
Don't
and
come for
operated
me.
by
I don't
them for a
know
long
about this
time,
lifestyle.
since the early 90s. They are direct descendants of the gangster disciples out of Chicago. Their leader was taken down in 2012 and sentenced to 20 years for racketeering, attempt murders, and gun raps. His crew was notorious for armed robberies. They did setups through Craigslist, and of course,
That's a
shooting
big,
at rivals.
complex.
One of their biggest being GS9.
Spells, Wu-Tang, folk shit, nigga.
Remember what Bobby Schmurder, he rode down the one-way. Niggas remember what Bobby Schmurder did, he drove down the one-way.
Free the real looks, free GS9, bitch. But y'all niggas is pussy, free GS9.
Those are the Ebbets Field Apartments, and some of the younger GDs jokingly saying free GS9, who they were in a big war with since 2009.
Bobby
Around
Schmurder.
2014, GS9 and Bobby Schmurder was the single biggest
Schmurder.
act in the country. He was the hottest artist in the city, taking over the airwaves.
Dang.
But with all that popularity, it's impossible not to draw attention to the shit that your crew is doing. And fans were oblivious. They had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. The New York police created a rap task force called the Enterprise Operations.
rappers.
It's the same one that took down 6ix9ine, Shotty, and Treyway, who, with the 9 Trey Bloods, were affiliated with Wu. 6ix9ine, of course, was the pivotal witness who turned state in that case, brought down everybody. They also had wiretaps and informants in place for years, gathering intel. The rap task force also took down GS9 and Bobby Schmurda several years back in a very
They on their job then. God
63-page indictment. There were phone taps, informants,
On their
guns
job.
and drug
They got
possession,
their AKAs
guns jamming
now.
while shooting at ops on the block, Bobby shooting into a crowd, Bobby shooting at his own homies who owed him $300, shooting at rival gangs. It was
It's
reckless.
like a whole nother
Bobby's own
language.
lyrics directly
Like,
several GS9 members in crimes they would get convicted for, but the lyrics themselves could not be used in court and was ultimately shut down by the Supreme Court. Nevertheless, the hottest movement out of New York taken down. And while Bobby was standing trial, a high-ranking GS9 member's body was found on the Brooklyn beach, wrapped in plastic bags, with duct tape on his face, and over 100 pounds of cement covering his feet.
God
Straight Italian
dang.
mafia shit. This kid's name was Peter Martinez. Allegedly,
some
he owed
mafia
a lot of
stuff
people
right
money.
there.
He went missing for 3 weeks, and investigators say that the perps basically put his feet into buckets and poured cement in, trying to sink his body. But the job was not done correctly, and they let air in, and his body floated
I
to
was
the
about to say he was
surface.
at the bottom of
When
that.
Rowdy
You know,
and Bobby
people
got
just-
locked up,
Yeah.
the GDs in Ebbetsfield took advantage
Yeah,
and
no,
started
yeah,
dominating
yeah.
the music.
You know,
shit
they
with
would
this
do
rap
like
clique
bare
called
feet, you know,
Blicky.
let it dry.
They X out the C in the name Blickies because they beef with GS9 and the G-Stone Crips. And at that time, the Chicago drill wave had just ended. So New York took that energy, imported those drill beats from the UK, and made Brooklyn drill. And before anyone outside of New York knew who Pop Smoke or the rest of the Wu rappers were, it was the Choos who had the strong movement with the Blickies. Kodak Black was out there in Brooklyn often with the
Blicky, that's
Blickies,
another
showing
one?
them love early on.
Sniper Blicky, man. Blicky was sniper.
What?
Gang, gang. Now Kodak even signed 22G's the General Blicky to a label deal, basically solidifying the Choos in the music industry. 22G's came out with the song Suburban, which did really well, but it led to a bunch of diss track responses, notably the direct diss track response from Chef G called No Suburban, which overtook the original in popularity. Of course, Chef G is a Crip from Flatbush. His crew has been warring with GDs for quite some time, as is the trend in New York right now, and Chef G himself got into fights with his ops at the courthouse.
As y'all can see in the video, your boy ran up and got punched up. Him and it was two of them, both of them, punched both of them. Your boy ran up and got done up in court. How you gonna run up and get done up on your own live?
And he got into a big brawl with
Done
one of
up
the most
on your
popular
own
members
live.
of the Blickies named Nick Blicky, who actually stabbed Chef G in the head.
Hey yo, tune in.
Hey, he on
Everybody tune in. This is too much.
You get stabbed in the head and you make a video.
Now, Nick Blicky himself had a lot of songs bubbling in the underground with 4 million views, 2 million views. Like, his career was getting hot, but he was also getting into shootouts with Woos in Brooklyn. For whatever reason, couldn't just focus on his career. And just 4 months ago, unfortunately,
messed
Nick
with
Blicky
everybody
was
up.
killed.
4:43 breaking news out of Brooklyn where a popular
Is she
rapper
pretty?
was shot and killed overnight. Nick Blixey was discovered with gunshot wounds on Winthrop Street.
Yeah, like she don't even want to talk about this.
Hip-hop world on social media for the Jamaican-American artist.
Just hours after he posted to IG that he was dropping his first official tape in June, he got shot in the upper body and in the ass with a shotgun 7 times.
You said
The video of
ass?
his body just laying in
I was
the
about to
streets of
say
Brooklyn, surrounded by police. It's tragic. It all happened 4 blocks away from where he
In the
lived in
ass.
Flatbush. Immediately, the Woos took to social media to clown his death.
Rest in peace,
Damn.
Nick Blicky, who just got killed.
Yeah, man, shit is crazy. And then now guys is online laughing at each other's death. Like, this shit is not cool, man. Like we shouldn't be laughing and talking about dancing on each other's graves. These are rappers that are from the same borough, too. Like this shit is ridiculous, man.
Of course,
That
the
shit is
NYPD
terrible.
monitored
You
everything
can't do
people were
shit,
saying
man.
on socials. Quote, without question, these are people of interest to us, right? That's directly from the NYPD, because they watch everything. And the very next day, Wu neighborhoods like in Brownsville, Canarsie, and Flatbush were targeted for retaliation by the GDs. It was 3 days in a row of violence. 3 Wu members were killed in that week alone. See, Nick Blicky was beloved, right? He had a pretty big following. Even the gangster disciples in Chicago were paying respects to him.
I like
People
that
like
part.
FBG Duck, rest in peace, and other FBG folks
BMWI.
were listening to his music on IG Live. He's even got a song with Duck. So the gangster disciple tie is strong from New York to Chicago. And now the Wu rappers are matching that energy with Fabio Foreign going to Chicago,
Basically, just
264th and
gangs.
King Drive,
It's straight
the mecca
gangs.
of the gangster disciple war, and basically making a music video with King Von, who he's got beef with all the GDs in Chicago, extremely GDK.
Love it here. Oh shit, GK, I like GK heaven.
Now, as for the future of Brooklyn
Yeah,
drill,
rolling
Pop Smoke is still
silence,
one of the
so you gotta do
highest
some
selling
shit.
artists in America.
Not when you
He's
in
the face
gang
of the
life,
drill
ain't no
movement
such
even
thing.
after his
I know.
passing. Fabio is next in line,
People
but
don't
he's
know
got
that,
big
know
boots
something
to
like
fill
this.
with Pop Smoke's legacy. The fact that his car got shot up a couple months ago in Atlanta is not good news. This year, Bobby Shmurda was supposed to touch ground in December after 6 years being behind bars, but his parole was denied. Unfortunately, he will not be coming home until 2021. Now, the
Okay.
Choos are still applying pressure, but recently had a big internal drama with Coach the Ghost disowning one of their top rappers, Envy Kane, saying he could no longer be GD.
Poison is eliminated from the trees. Anybody that's GDK, it's none of that. It's none of that. It's no, you're not playing no GDK games, no way. You're not tolerating disrespect. So he's no longer GD, but let us know what's the facts. Let us know.
Basically, Kane's been out in Atlanta, his hotel room got robbed, his Instagram hacked, YouTube took down all his music, with millions and millions of views deleted, and the hackers, when they got his Instagram, they put up a bunch of disrespectful stuff towards GDs. I don't think that's why he got kicked out of the Choos, but people were saying he was causing too much beef, too much drama, so they disowned him. But yeah, man, that's the Brooklyn drill scene. Let me know in the comments what you
Yeah,
guys
get
want me to
out.
cover next. If you're new, make sure you subscribe
Give
with
him a boot.
notifications on, and I will see
Gang,
you
gang.
in the next one.
Hey, I'm Taylor.
Give
I'm
him
Mr.
the
Breakfast,
boot.
and I...
They kicked him out. What the heck?
Gang, gang. That's all I'm about to say.
But-
Gang, gang.
Yeah, it's crazy though. So basically, they got them like Crips and Blood joining together
I still don't know.
into a gang. I don't know. But,
I've never understood the breakdown of all the sub gangs and gangs. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a whole world out there.
You gonna do some shit? Rolling silence, man.
Shit.
People
This
don't
is
know how to-
2021. There is no such thing.
People don't even know how
Everybody,
to
the
do
whole
that.
purpose, well, not the whole purpose, main purpose
They want
of a
it.
lot of people even joining gangs is to get the clout from it.
Yeah,
So,
get known and stuff.
yeah, so you can't be quiet and
No.
trying to get clout from it at the same time. Like,
Then you, I don't know. They start beefing with each other and stuff, and a lot of stuff starts starting up. They just want to be known. They want everybody to know that they did it and stuff like that. Like,
it's all about who harder than who, you know, down with who or whatever. Respect all this other stuff.
But it comes down to respect. Respect. Everybody want respect. In the game world.
You gonna get
in the game
respect,
world,
and
that's what I'm
then
saying.
you pass, and then that's it.
But anyways.
I mean, every now and again, they'll still like rep your name after you die, but 9 times out of 10, they forget about you when you die. So.
But the thing about it is, when they die, they make more money.
If you pop
like,
it,
yeah, when you popping and stuff like Pop Smoke, King Von, all of them, they're making more money dead than alive.
That's how a lot of regular people do. Like, all of a sudden, somebody die, everybody want to get T-shirts made and all of this other stuff.
Who this
like,
person was, like,
barely speak to the person.
Now, cause you
barely hit them up, barely check on them, barely do any of that. But I don't know. I don't understand the gang world. I've never tried. I mean, I know the original reason, and I know the reason out is 2 totally different things. Like, if you ever looked up the history of gangs and all of that, it was for protection for the communities, not, you know, everybody beefing with each other and all of that stuff. As the years went on, they just kind of tweaked it into all of this, but, so, I mean, it started off good, but
ending badly. But anyway.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not all in.
It's a way to end to simmer down the population on your own. Like, that's all y'all doing. You ain't even, like, police don't even gotta go out and do nothing to you no more. Y'all gonna do it to each other, so. You doing their job for them. I mean.
I'll be a gangster right at home, making my money and chilling.
But that's all some people know, though, like.
So.
It has to
if
be.
I need to protect, I will.
Like, some people, they never got out of that hood mentality. Like, a lot of these celebrities, that's celebrities, and you still running around with gang members and all of this other stuff. Now that you did make it, and like you making M's and stuff like that, and you still running because that hood mentality is still in your head. No matter how much money you make, until you get that hood stuff out your head, you're going to be unsuccessful.
They don't want their hood to be pissed at them when they leave and don't come back and stuff like that. But the reality is, when you go back, people still trying to kill you because you got all this money now.
People just, you're going to be a target either way, so why stay in the environment when you're going to, like I said, either way, no matter if you stay, you're going to be a target, you leave, you're going to be a target, so you might as well just leave. At least you won't be as accessible. Right.
Might as well go ahead and get that paper and make your career happen.
You know what I'm saying? I wish a lot of people were more focused on that half, but there's a lot of gang members out there, like.
Some people could do it, some people can't. Some people just go around.
It shows. I mean, they'll be grown, $20 million deal, $40 million deal, still rolling with the streets.
Yep.
Sometimes that's just what they into.
Yep, so, but anyways, I hope y'all like the video. Y'all like and subscribe, and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.